Have you ever caught yourself hesitating before calling your son or daughter, wondering if you're bothering them again? Maybe you've needed a ride somewhere, or you've asked them to handle something that deep down, you wish you could still do yourself. If you've felt that tug-of-war between wanting help and wanting independence, you are not alone. It's one of the most common struggles as we age. We want to stay close to our children, but we also don't want to feel like a burden. The good news is that with a few small changes in mindset and habits, you can hold on to your independence with strength and dignity, while still keeping that warm, supportive bond with your family. Today, let's talk about 7 things many parents over 60 find themselves asking their children for, and why letting go of those requests can actually make you feel more empowered, confident, and free. This isn't about pushing your children away. It's about embracing your own ability to stand tall, make choices for yourself, and enjoy your life without second-guessing whether you're asking for too much. One of the most common requests is asking your children to handle your finances for you. It might start out small, maybe asking them to pay a bill online or check your bank balance because you feel less comfortable with technology. Over time, though, those small requests can turn into a habit, and before you know it, you're relying on them for things you're more than capable of learning yourself. Technology can be intimidating, yes, but it's also a skill that anyone can pick up with practice. Every time you take a step toward managing your own money, whether it's learning how to pay a bill on your phone, tracking your expenses, or simply keeping your documents organized, you're protecting your independence. Imagine the pride of being able to say, "I've got it covered," instead of waiting for someone else to do it. And if you ever truly need help, that's okay too. But don't let fear or hesitation hold you back from trying. Every little step you take on your own keeps your sense of control intact. Another thing many parents often ask for is constant help with errands or rides. It might feel easier to call your children and ask them to take you to the grocery store, the doctor, or even out shopping. But depending on them every time can quietly chip away at your confidence. Independence doesn't mean you have to drive everywhere yourself. There are so many alternatives now. From community shuttles and senior ride services to online shopping and delivery, you can explore options that don't leave you waiting for someone else's schedule. Even something as simple as planning your shopping list in advance and arranging delivery can give you back that sense of control. And when you do want to spend time with your children, let it be because you truly enjoy their company, not because you need a lift to the store. That shift changes the whole dynamic of your relationship from obligation to genuine connection. A third request that can quietly affect your independence is asking your children to make decisions for you, what doctor to see, what insurance plan to choose, or even what meals to cook at home. It may feel easier to hand over those choices, especially when things seem overwhelming. But every decision you keep making on your own is a decision that reminds you of your strength. Start small if you need to. Research one option, make one phone call, or even decide on one healthy recipe for the week. You don't need to do everything perfectly. The point is to keep exercising that decision-making muscle. Because the more you do, the more confident you'll feel that your life is still yours to lead. And that confidence doesn't just help you, it also reassures your children that you're still capable and strong, which eases their worries as well. Maintaining independence isn't about refusing help altogether. It's about choosing when to lean on others and when to take pride in handling things yourself. With every bill you pay, every errand you plan, and every decision you make, you're telling yourself, and your family, that you are still in charge of your life. There's another habit many of us don't even notice, asking our children to manage technology for us. Maybe you've asked them to set up your phone, install an app, or fix the Wi-Fi when it goes out. It feels harmless at first, but if it becomes the only way you deal with technology, it slowly creates a gap between you and the modern world. The truth is, technology isn't just for the young, it's for anyone willing to take a little time to learn. Every time you push yourself to figure out something new, whether it's sending an email, video calling a friend, or even streaming your favorite shows, you're keeping your mind active and your independence strong. And here's the secret, your children actually feel proud when they see you mastering these things on your own. They don't expect you to know everything, but they love to see you try. Think of the sense of accomplishment you'll feel when you can say, "Don't worry, I figured it out." That moment of self-reliance is powerful. Plus, technology can open doors to staying socially connected, ordering what you need, and even accessing health services right from home. So instead of handing over the phone or laptop to your kids every time, challenge yourself to learn one new thing each week. You'll be amazed at how quickly it builds your confidence. Another common thing parents often ask for is constant reassurance. Am I doing the right thing? Do you think this looks okay? Should I try this or that? While it's natural to want your children's opinions, leaning on them too much for validation can make you doubt yourself. You've lived through decades of experiences, raised a family, managed responsibilities, and faced challenges head-on. That wisdom doesn't vanish just because you're older. Trust it. Your children respect you far more when you show that you still believe in your own judgment. If you find yourself wanting reassurance, pause for a moment and ask, "What do I think about this?" or "What feels right to me?" That simple step helps you shift from looking outward for answers to looking inward. And here's the beautiful part, when you trust yourself more, your children see you as the strong, capable parent they've always admired. It reassures them that you're still grounded, and it relieves them of the pressure of constantly needing to approve or validate every choice. That balance brings peace to both sides. Then there's the matter of daily tasks around the home. Many older parents fall into the habit of asking their children to handle small chores, fixing a loose hinge, carrying heavy groceries, or even setting up a new appliance. While it's wonderful to accept help when you truly need it, you'd be surprised at how much you can still do with a little creativity. Tools, gadgets, and senior-friendly products today make it easier to keep up with household responsibilities without straining yourself. Lightweight vacuum cleaners, grabber tools, jar openers, and step stools with handles, all of these exist to give you independence in the little things. By learning to adapt and use these resources, you're not just avoiding dependence, you're also keeping your body active. Every small chore you do on your own becomes a form of exercise and a reminder that you are capable. And if there are bigger tasks you can't handle safely, that's okay, ask for help when it's necessary. But don't underestimate the power of handling the everyday things yourself. They may seem small, but they add up to a much larger sense of strength. Each of these habits, from mastering technology, to trusting your own judgment, to keeping up with your home, reinforces the idea that independence isn't something that fades automatically with age. It's something you can nurture, protect, and hold on to with intention. The less you rely on your children for the things you can still do yourself, the more you get to enjoy your relationship with them for what it truly should be: love, companionship, and mutual respect. Another request that slowly chips away at independence is asking your children for money or financial help when it's not absolutely necessary. Of course, there are situations where unexpected expenses can arise, but making a habit of leaning on your children for financial support can create strain on both sides. They may not always tell you, but many times they're juggling their own responsibilities, mortgages, children's education, or even retirement savings. What makes the difference is showing them that you've taken steps to live within your means and manage your finances wisely. Independence in money isn't about being wealthy, it's about being resourceful. Budgeting carefully, making smart spending choices, and even exploring new ways to earn a little income, like turning a hobby into something profitable, can keep you secure and proud. Every time you handle your own finances, you're not just taking care of yourself, you're giving your children the gift of peace of mind. They don't have to worry about whether you're okay, because they can see that you've built a stable foundation. And when you do need help for something serious, they'll step in with open hearts, knowing you're not leaning on them unnecessarily. Another subtle form of dependence comes from asking your children to make your health decisions for you. It may start with questions like, "Should I take this medicine?" or "Do you think I should see the doctor?" While it's fine to share your thoughts and keep your children in the loop, relying on them to guide every health choice can leave you feeling powerless. The truth is, your health is ultimately your responsibility, and the best decisions come from being informed. Talk openly with your doctors, write down instructions, and take notes during appointments so you don't forget. Ask questions until you understand your options. The more involved you are in your own care, the more control you maintain over your life. Your children will always want to support you, but they'll feel proud knowing that you're steering your own ship, making choices with clarity and confidence. That independence is one of the most empowering gifts you can give yourself. And finally, one of the most important things to stop asking your children for is constant company to fight off loneliness. It's natural to want to be close to family, but making them the only source of your social life can be heavy for them and limiting for you. There's a whole world of friendships, activities, and opportunities waiting outside your home. Senior centers, book clubs, walking groups, faith gatherings, or even online communities can open new doors for connection. The more you invest in building your own social circle, the more fulfilled you'll feel. Your children love spending time with you, but when they see you surrounded by friends, busy with hobbies, or excited about your own plans, it lifts a weight off their shoulders. They no longer worry that you're isolated or waiting for them to fill your days. Instead, they feel joy knowing that your life is rich, active, and full of purpose. That independence doesn't just keep you strong, it also strengthens your bond with them. Your time together becomes more about love and laughter, not obligation. When you put all of this together, managing your own technology, trusting your judgment, handling daily tasks, staying financially wise, making your health decisions, and building your social world, you begin to see a clear picture. Independence doesn't mean doing everything alone, it means taking charge of what you can, so you can live with dignity and confidence. It's about removing unnecessary burdens from your children, allowing them to love you freely, not out of duty. Remember, you've already proven your strength by raising a family and building a life. That strength doesn't disappear with age, it just takes on a new form. Every small act of independence reinforces that you are still capable, still resilient, and still in control of your journey. Your children will admire you more, not less, when they see you embracing this stage of life with courage. So take a moment to reflect, which of these habits might you let go of today? Where can you challenge yourself to lean less on your children and more on your own inner wisdom? The answers may surprise you. And as you make these changes, remind yourself that independence is not about pride, it's about freedom, dignity, and joy. If you found this message inspiring, I'd love for you to share your thoughts or your own experiences in the comments. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs today. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, so we can keep sharing tips, ideas, and motivation for living strong, independent, and fulfilled at any age. Here's to living with confidence, to loving your children without leaning too heavily on them, and to discovering that independence isn't something you lose, it's something you choose to protect.